Good afternoon, Northvail parents, families, students, and distinguished guests. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. At this time, I would like to call Northvail 5th grader and my sister Lily Heinrich to the podium.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sargent, members of the Board of Education, faculty, students, and parents. Welcome to the 2020-2021 Northvail Elementary School Moving Up Ceremony. We gather here today to celebrate the end of our journey at Northvail and to remind ourselves of the many memories we have created while also looking forward to our wise owl's future. I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call Northvail PTA President Ms. Collins to the podium.
Thank you, Lily. Good afternoon, students, family, Mrs. Von Aken, Dr. Sargent, and staff. We made it. Today is the day we celebrate this 5th grade class as they Zoom from Northvail to Central Middle School. Yes, kids, us adults know you did Google Meets. Just go with it. We have come here together to share this moment with these children. Aren't we lucky? Special thanks to the 5th grade parents that attended committee meetings once a month on Zoom. I have to thank my family, Abby, Sam, Leah, and especially my husband, Steve, and all the 5th grade parents that made today come together for you children and your families, and for all your help, not just this year, but over the past 6 years or more. For some of you families, this is your last year at Northvail, and boy, are we going to miss you. When COVID-19 happened last year, life as we knew it changed. In time, we gained a new perspective on life. We saw families spending time together, like families riding bikes or taking walks together more than ever. Our family enjoyed Marvel Monday and watched every Marvel movie. We leaned on family and friends and spent more time talking or Zooming to be there for each other. Our family and friendship bonds grew stronger. A long time ago, when us parents were in line to register you kids for kindergarten, a long line outside of Northvail where Mr. Martens came out and gave us a number to maintain order, we couldn't imagine you'd ever be big enough to be 5th graders. And when us parents got together to organize this year for you, hopes and excitement was high. This year was unlike any 5th grade class year in the history of Northvail. Losing parts of your 4th and 5th grade years was not what we had planned, but it's definitely an experience that will affect our lives forever, and a memory that we will never, ever forget. We are made up of our experiences and memories, and the tight bonds we have with our friends and families. Superman says, "I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles." I think I speak for all of us here when I say, you children are heroes. You have persevered and you made it. Special thanks to Dr. Betts, who worked tirelessly to communicate with families this year and keep the staff and children safe during the pandemic. You have been taught, children, by many amazing teachers here at Northvail, including your special 5th grade teachers, Mr. Boehm, Mrs. Correa, Mrs. Nelson, Mrs. Paterno, and Mrs. Mulcahy. The gift bags by your chairs are a token of appreciation from the 5th grade class of 2021. Thank you for all your support this year. All your teachers have helped you learn how to read and write. You have become good at math. You now know how to think like scientists. You learned about the world's history and social studies, practiced using media and technology, have created beautiful pieces of art, and learned much about physical fitness and good healthy habits. We made the most of this unusual year, kids. Didn't we have fun at the car wash in the fall? You were so creative with the variety of spirit days. You made remote learning look easy. You wore your fabulous yellow 5th grade t-shirts because your future is so bright you gotta wear shades. Where'd the year go? It's been an honor and a pleasure to watch this group of 5th graders grow up. Families, don't we feel blessed to have been able to watch these children at the walkathons, dressing up on spirit days, Halloween parades, trunk or treat. The kids went from picking picture books at the book fairs to selecting chapter books, winter class parties, a flutophone concert of hot cross buns, seeing a parent volunteer in the library, pizza bingo nights, painting the artsy mural, learning about different cultures at United Nations Days, from field days to Olympic Day, fun field trips. And along the way, we parents have become friends and have enjoyed these activities right alongside our children. Time has flown by. From some of your well-known superheroes, I want to leave you with a few pieces of advice as you prepare to zoom off to Central. You made wonderful friendships here at Northvail. Over the years, you have learned empathy, compassion, generosity, trustworthiness, honesty, integrity, and responsibility. Ms. Marvel reminds us, when you decide not to be afraid, you can find friends in super unexpected places. Continue to be that good friend. Don't be afraid to make new friends, but keep the old. Be courteous and respectful towards adults, towards your peers, towards yourself. Good manners and a respectful attitude will take you far in this world. Really listen to each other. Make others feel valued. In Spider-Man, Uncle Ben says to Peter Parker, "With great power comes great responsibility." It's your responsibility and within your power to always choose kind. At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are, says Black Widow. Take the upcoming years in middle school as an opportunity for you to grow more as a student and develop more as a leader and most of all as a person. Always try new things and challenge yourself, even if you think it's a bad idea in the process. Do not study for grades alone, but always strive to learn to be a better version of who you are now. Be a leader, not a follower. Don't forget to have fun. Create a meaningful experience for you and your friends in middle school. Join clubs and other extracurricular activities. Volunteer. Don't worry if you're the only one of your group of friends interested in joining a particular club or activity. If that activity interests you, go for it. You're likely to meet new friends who share a common interest with you. Wanda Maximoff, also known as Scarlet Witch, tells us, "I can't control their fear, only my own." meaning you shouldn't care what others think of you. Instead, do what makes you happy. Was there ever a time at Northvail when you did not do as well on a test as you thought you would have? Was something hard for you to learn? Were you ever frustrated? The phrase, "I don't know," is powerful. By admitting so means you're asking to learn. Inevitably, you will come upon hard times, and I hope that when you do, you'll remind yourself to pause and ask for help, so that you might come back from that hard experience knowing more than when you started. You only truly fail when you quit and stop trying. When you're frustrated, keep trying. Don't give up. Take a break. Ask for help. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up, says Batman. You're not alone. If something is scary, tell yourself what's true. Your imagination is powerful and a wonderful tool, but make sure you focus on what is real and what you've accomplished so far. You don't have to be nervous. You can do it. Take some advice from Thor. He says, "I choose to run toward my problems, not away from them." Be brave, meaning be scared, but do it anyway. You are needed in this world. You are needed by this country. You are born for a particular purpose, and you have a mission to fulfill. We work to promote that sense of community at Northvail, where so much growth and development takes place. From the time you were young children in kindergarten to the more independent and mature fifth graders you are now, everything that has happened in your life, your disappointments, successes, fears, failures, and joys, everything in your past, present, and future happened for a reason. Captain America tells us, this nation was founded on one principle above all else, the requirement that we stand up for what we believe in, no matter the odds or the consequences. When the whole world tells you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. So make a difference. Fifth graders, you leave here having learned a lot, but you have much more to learn in the years ahead. All of the things that you've been taught up to this point make you who you are, and the best part is you're not done yet. You'll continue to experience things and make memories every day that mold you here and there into who you truly are and who you are meant to become. What kind of experiences will you create for yourself? What kind of memories will you make? When things don't go quite as planned, like your fourth and fifth grade years, how you handle disappointment and challenges that you face will determine the experience that you have and the memory you walk away with. Life at some point will begin to feel like it's going too fast. Remember the time when we slowed down. Take that walk with your family. Ride your bike. Talk to a friend. Watch the Marvel series. Be willing to keep on trying and keep on learning from your teachers, coaches, friends, and parents. Persevere. Make new friends. Be responsible. Choose kind. Ask for help. When you fall down, get back up. Be brave. Keep reading. Share what happens in your day with your parents. Practice your instruments. Keep singing. Make a difference. Keep zooming on. Before I end, I ask each one of you to remember to thank not only your fifth grade teachers, but all of your teachers in Northvail. Thank Mr. Brighton, Miss Morawski, Dr. Betts, and last, but definitely not least, thank your parents for all that they have done for you over the years. You could not have gotten to this day without them. Parents, a few housekeeping notes. On your way out today, please take with you the lawn sign, art portrait, and gift bag with your child's name on it. Inside the gift bag are your child's certificates and awards. There are several locations for photo opportunities. The balloons will be up until 5 o'clock tonight if you want to return to take pictures with friends and family. So, on behalf of the PTA, and as Leah's mom, I congratulate you on your moving up ceremony and wish you luck as you zoom into Central Middle School. A small gift from me to you is a pair of sunglasses in your gift bag. Your futures are bright, so you better wear shades. Continue to be the heroes who make so many proud. Iron Man says, "You can take away my suits, you can take away my home, but there's one thing you can never take away from me. I am Iron Man." Well, you can leave Northvail, but the one thing no one can ever take away from you is that you are, and always will be, wise, owl, strong. Great things are ahead for you all. Congratulations. Thank you. I would like to call 5th grade student Ryan Schneider to the podium.
We are so grateful to the 5th grade parents that made this year we will never forget. We're thankful for all the fundraisers that you have organized for the 5th grade class. We also thank you for all your help throughout the school year. The 5th grade class would like to say, thank you. I would like to call Jordan Kessler to the podium to share a message from our Northvail Student Council.
Student Council is a group of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders elected by their classmates to represent Northvail in their various community service activities. This year, the Student Council participated in organizing school events such as collecting blankets for the Parsippany Animal Shelter, collecting food for the local food pantry, and participated in activities to mark the Week of Respect. Will the members of Student Council please stand up?
Any student council members?
Please be seated. Thank you. Now you may be seated. At this time, I'd like to call Ms. Paterno to the podium to present the 2021 Presidential Award. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Each year, 3 students are chosen to receive the Academic Achievement Award. These students have consistently worked hard and persevered to meet their goals. These students have shown the most improvement this school year. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Chandana Mulahan, Manas Koradia, and James Ofori. Chandana, you're Chandana? No, okay, sorry. You're Chandana. Okay, you're welcome. Here, and you go ahead, and James, congratulations. All right. Each year, 3 students are also chosen to receive the Excellence Award. These students consistently set very high standards for themselves. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Ryan Schneider, Shanali Morthy, and Griffin Weiss. Congratulations. 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 At this time, it is my pleasure to invite from my class, Leah Collins, as the recipient of the Reflections Award, to the podium.
My heart was pounding in my chest. Fear was inside of me, and it felt strong. I didn't know what was going on or what would happen. As my mom and dad were dropping me off, they told me, whatever happens, be the Leah we know. I've always had that with me and always will. I'm the luckiest to have them. I can't thank them enough. I had to go to school now, so I kissed them goodbye and I lined up. I felt my fear grow. When I went inside, I felt my fear disappearing. I saw how bright and happy Miss Vento's classroom was, and the smiles on my teachers' faces, and felt that everything was going to be okay. Northvail wasn't something to be afraid of, but somewhere to call home away from home. Through the years, this second home has made me wise, owl, strong. Kindergarten was not only where I learned the alphabet, but I also learned something Mr. Malko taught us about. Bushkamashki Day! What is Bushkamashki Day, you ask? The day after Christmas, where you play with toys. So have fun, and let your imagination take you places. In first grade, in Miss Tangora's class, we went on a field trip to the Cruella factory. My friends and I had so much fun being creative. Although, when I got home, my dad said to my mom, "I'm never going back there again." When I was in Miss D. George's class, I was lucky to have my Nana read a St. Patrick's Day book to the whole second grade. My family is from Ireland, so it reminds me to never forget where I'm from. Miss Diggle was my third grade teacher, and that was the year we had Olympic Day, which is kids competing on team obstacle courses. Tug of war was a lot of fun, and it reminds me to always try hard. I was lucky to have Miss Vento, Miss Clark again for fourth grade, but dun, dun, dun! There's this thing called COVID-19. So school is closed, and we had to do remote learning, which was very hard, but it taught me to never give up and be open to new things. In fifth grade, COVID-19 did not go away, so I had to start the year remotely learning with a very special teacher, Miss Paterno. When I had hard times, she helped me through it, and she taught me to have confidence. That confidence is with you, and that confidence is a jump to happiness. Now that my years at Northvail are almost over, I have a little bit of new fear going to Central Middle School. However, with the lessons I have learned from Northvail, I know I will be okay. This is because I've learned. Have fun. Let your imagination take you many places. Be creative. Remember where you're from. Always try hard. Don't give up. Always be open to new things. And confidence is within you. And that confidence is a jump to happiness. Wherever I go, whenever I think about my years at Northvail, my home away from home, I will always be wise, owl, strong. Thank you.
I would like to now call Mrs. Correa to the podium to present the 2021 Citizenship Awards.
Each year, we choose a student from each class who demonstrates excellent citizenship by consistently being a kind, caring, and helpful classmate. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Citizenship Awards. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Veronica Santana, Jordan Kessler, and Sartek Mishra. It is now my pleasure to invite from my class, Arushi Gandhi, as the recipient of the Reflections Award to the podium.
Wow, I'm here at graduation. That's crazy. It's hard to believe that 4 years have gone by at Northvail. It feels like I just started yesterday. On my first day, I remember sitting on the bus with my fist clenched. I walked into Northvail and was amazed by how kind everyone was to me. That day, I knew I belonged at Northvail. Little did I know I was going to have a lot more fun. I wanted to dedicate a whole section of my speech to the memories I have at Northvail. I can't fit them all, so I'll tell you my favorite ones. By far, the Olympics were the best. The popsicles dripping down my hand and the blazing hot sun. I didn't even care if I won. I love to be surrounded by the people I care about. Now we're going to move on to the next memory, which was in first grade. I accidentally put a pencil mark on my desk. Miss Penna, my first grade teacher, walked over and saw it. I remember thinking my life was over and I was going to go to jail. Instead, I just got my name moved to yellow on the behavior chart. I still thought I was going to go to jail that day. Now I'm going to move on to my teachers. I am so grateful to have two amazing fifth grade teachers, Miss Correa and Miss Mulcahy. I would also like to thank all my teachers I've had before, Miss Penna, Miss DeGeorge, Miss Messier, and Miss Clausen. I also want to give a moment to appreciate my Grow teacher, Miss Cave, who has been teaching me for 4 years. Thank you all for giving me the best elementary school experience. And finally, I owe a big thanks to my friends. Everyone was always so kind and happy towards me. Without them, my school years would have been much different. Most of my memories of them are just silly things, like fighting over who got the better pencil in the prize box, or who got the window seat on the bus. And now it's hard to believe that we're all graduating together. I'm very excited to go to middle school, but I'm gonna miss elementary school a lot. From the teachers to the building itself, Northvail School will always have a special place in my heart.
At this time, I'd like to call Mr. Boehm to the podium to present the 2021 Virtual Student of the Year Awards.
Since this year has been a unique year, also considering the hybrid learning, this year the fifth grade homeroom teachers have chosen a student who has been prepared, attentive, and participated virtually each day. It is my pleasure to congratulate this year's Virtual Students of the Year, which are Chandana Mohulian, Maya Laplace, Naga, Sharasha Reddy, Garu Dagari. And stand up. Okay, you can be seated. It is now my pleasure to invite from my class, Abby Rabender, as a recipient of the Reflections Award to the podium.
I have had some of the best memories at Northvail Elementary School. This has enabled me to take on so many adventures and learning experiences. I have enjoyed every moment I have experienced at this wonderful school. I will never forget what I've learned, challenges and events I've been through, and the wonderful teachers that have helped me learn and tackle those challenges. Northvail has wonderful teachers who have helped me become who I am and have taught me almost everything I know today. Northvail has inspired me so much and has taught me and has helped me find the path I want to take throughout my life and career. It was like each year and each teacher was another spark of light added to my light bulb of knowledge and inspiration, and by now that light bulb is lit very bright. I remember starting kindergarten and being so excited. I remember those awesome events like show and tell and going to the farm for a field trip, then moving up to first grade and going to the Crayola factory. In second grade, the last day of school, we did all fun activities and got to put shaving cream on our desks, and we had field day each year. Then, in third grade, we went to the retirement home on Halloween and lit up so many elders' faces like jack-o'-lanterns. When it was our first Olympic day, we exercised and played all day long. Then, in fourth grade through fifth grade, we went virtual and started a whole new platform for learning. We had to learn to work online and through online resources like Zoom, Google Meet, and more online resources that would help us achieve goals, work, and still learn. We went from shutting down completely to being virtual, then going into school every other week, to going in every day, and soon, all day, every day, with everyone back. We have taken on so many adventures and new challenges that make us smarter, brighter, and with being online, more high-tech. We have also faced other learning challenges in situations as if we did not understand something or a lesson, and the problems where we had to face a bad grade or a huge mistake or decision we made. Before and after going virtual and learning from an online platform, I have learned more than I could have ever imagined and have covered so much. If you think about it, humans are like trees. We grow and change all the time. When I was in kindergarten, I was only a small tree, a little sprout. With the right amount of care, water, soil, food, and sunlight, representing our care and knowledge and learning experiences we get from Northvail, I think I turned out pretty good. I know so much by now and feel ready and prepared for middle school, all because of the teachers at Northvail. Now, after starting out as a little small tree sprout, I am tall and ready to spread my branches. I cannot believe how fast time flew. I remember my first day of kindergarten like it was yesterday. And now I'm graduating from 5th grade. If you think of it like this, we are all young owls, like our school mascot, and the teachers are teaching us how to fly, take off with our learning experience, and teach us new things every day to help us become the best owls we can be. So once again, I will miss Northvail a lot. Yet I cannot wait to take on new adventures and paths throughout my life with the knowledge I have learned.
At this time, I'd like to call Mrs. Nelson to the podium to present the 2021 related art awards in the areas of art, media, and music.
This year's Art Awards recognizes students, one from each 5th grade class, who put forth their best creativity and thinking outside the box. These students were present for almost all, if not every art class, participated in discussions and activities, and showed a strong interest and dedication to their own artistic development. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. This year's recipients are Abigail Raybender, Faris Patel, Olivia Buthman-Sonoy, and Vienna Ward. Please be seated. This year's Media Award is given to one student from each 5th grade class who has exhibited a passion for reading and a commitment for going above and beyond in media class. Their continued participation virtually throughout the year and dedication to doing their very best week after week is to be commended. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. This year's recipients of the Exemplary Media Award are Olivia Buthman-Sonoy, Shreya Ekla-Devi, Griffin Weiss, and Vienna Ward. Congratulations. Please be seated. The General Federation of Women's Clubs is an international women's organization dedicated to community improvement by enhancing the lives of others through volunteer service. Every year, the GFWC offers an Avid Reader Award to 5th graders in all elementary schools in Parsippany. The student is not only an avid reader, but shows a love of reading, both in and out of the classroom. When I call this year's recipient, please stand. And it is Nisha Singh. Congratulations, Nisha. The Music Award is given to students, one from each 5th grade class, who have shown exceptional participation and interest in music class this year. These students were present virtually for almost all, if not every music class, participated in discussions and activities, and genuinely gave their very best effort. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. This year's recipient of the Exemplary Music Award are Veronica Santana, Shanali Morthy, Rishab Mukherjee. Please stand. Oh, congratulations. At this time, may I call Mrs. Leonardo to the podium to present the 2021 Band Awards.
Good afternoon. The Exemplary Band Award recognizes a student's commitment to musical excellence of the highest caliber, maintaining a positive attitude and showing an intrinsic dedication to their own musical development. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. This year's recipient is Abigail Ravender. Congratulations. Each year, the PTA generously awards a partial scholarship to a student who will be attending the Mount Tabor Music Camp. This award is given to a student who is committed to a high standard of musical excellence and has shown a dedication to furthering their musical education. This year's recipient of the Northvail PTA Mount Tabor Music Camp Scholarship is, and please remain standing, Sahana Prasanna Raghav. Congratulations, Sahana. At this time, I would also like to take a moment to recognize our 5th grade band students for their tremendous effort, growth, and performance in a hybrid year of learning. May I ask our 5th grade band students to please rise for a round of applause. Please rise, all my band students. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to call Dr. Betts to the podium for additional club awards and the principal's address to parents and students.
I would like to take this time to recognize 2 additional Northvail student activity clubs this year. First, may I ask students in the Sign Language Club to please stand. Congratulations, thank you, you may be seated. Next, may I ask our 5th grade students in the Principal's Round Table to please stand. Thank you, you may be seated. So, good afternoon, Dr. Sargent, members of the Board of Education, Northvail staff, parents, and 5th grade students. What a remarkable year this has been. Whether your child has been an in-person or a remote learner, navigating this year of learning has required the support and partnership of our district, staff, parents, and students. At Northvail, we are known as home of the wise owls. We have maneuvered through challenges and obstacles of a pandemic, taken flight and soared through new platforms of virtual learning, including Google Classroom, Google Meets, breakout rooms, Jamboard, Flipgrid, Padlet, Loom, and many more. We have also adapted to an environment that may look different in this past year, including masks, plexiglass, social distancing, air hugs, and frequent screen time. However, we have not lost sight of our vision at Northvail: academic learning, collaborative student leadership, kindness, and service. This 5th grade class at Northvail is no exception. Academic learning. At the start of the school year in September, our PTA provided a sign and stars to adorn our Northvail display case. The poster read the following quotation by Eleanor Roosevelt: "You must do the things you think you cannot do." Well, wise owls, you certainly soared to new heights this year through STEM designs you performed at school or virtually at home collaborating with your peers in defining the problem, planning solutions, making a model, testing and redesigning possible solutions. Additionally, you shared bookshelfies of your favorite books and current reads. Your love of reading through Flipgrid readings to younger students, and participation in the Parsippany Lake Hiawatha Library Reading Contest. Furthermore, this class of wise owls completed math conversions and developed as aspiring young writers for a variety of audiences. Overall, you completed these tasks as confident, graceful, and young learners. Student leadership. Benjamin Franklin professed, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn." Our 5th grade class is comprised of many student leaders through our student council, principals roundtable, and individual leadership projects, including your classmate Arushi's Used Batteries Environmental Service Project. Well done. Thank you, Wise Owls, for also sharing your valuable feedback and suggestions throughout this year of digital learning. Additionally, Wise Owls, you have demonstrated leadership by taking ownership of sharing your learning goals and reflections during parent, student, teacher conferences. May you continue to partner with your teachers at CMS. Kindness. Robert Ingersoll reminds us, we rise by lifting others. This fifth grade class has sprinkled their kindness toward others in many ways. For example, participating in a simple gesture or an act of kindness challenge for other classmates or staff, writing a digital thank you card or Google slide to various staff throughout the year, or sharing a thoughtful message with senior citizens. This fifth grade class also participated in our celebration of giving thanks to family, siblings, friends, and others through our Thanksgiving door contest with messages of gratitude. Wise Owls continue to be kind and reach new altitudes of making a difference in the lives of others. Service. Lastly, today's leaders understand and value the importance of servant leadership. Mahatma Gandhi reminds us the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Many of our fifth graders demonstrated service learning through planning and or participation in our holiday service carrier project, creating thank you signs and providing snacks to our local service carriers who delivered many packages to our homes this holiday season. Also, thank you to our Principal Roundtable fifth graders for your feedback regarding our upcoming fall service project of small prize donations to children at Morristown Gorbes Children's Hospital. Moreover, our Northvail Student Council continues to give back to our local community and led 2 projects collecting money for the Parsippany Food Pantry and in the fall and in the Parsippany Animal Shelter this spring. Thank you for all of your donations. These are just a few among many ways you have served others throughout the community and local charities. Wise Owls, your generosity and kindness do not go unnoticed. In closing, I could not be prouder of our 2021 class of 5th graders at Northvail Elementary School. Milton Berle once said, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door." Northvail Wise Owls, you have succeeded in creating and achieving these goals as you prepare for middle school and future endeavors written in your hopes and dreams excerpts. Continue to be resilient, thoughtful, kind, and reflective young minds, and success remains on your horizon. Thank you and congratulations as you prepare to zoom into Central Middle School. It is now my pleasure to present 5th grade moving up certificates to our graduating class. May I call Mrs. Paterno to the podium at this time to read the names of her students. Mrs. Paterno's students, please stand. Please walk behind our audience single file in order and line up to my right of your certificates, for your certificates. After your name is called, I will greet you in the center past the podium. You will then go back to your chairs and be seated.
Rishab Mukherjee. Leah Collins. Anya Garakena. Naga Sahasra Reddy Garadugari. Darshil Chandra Guram. Caleb Heindrich. Anish Gupta. Dhruv Kanedi. Nishche Kocher. Sarchuk Mishra. Julian Montfort. James Ofori. Ashvik Pantakar. Faris Patel. Jia Patel. Sahana Prasanna Raghav. Isha Shah. Naisha Singh. Griffin Weiss. And Emily Shao. I would now like to call Mrs. Correa to the podium to present fifth grade certificates.
My students, please stand. Please walk behind our audience, single file in order, and line up to my right for your certificates. Olivia Buthman-Sonoy. Manas Cordia. Adit Chandrasekhar. Joshua Gwarkey. Arushi Gandhi. Lily Heinrich. Julian Patino Villegas. Jace Cancel. Jordan Kessler. Tanish Samal. Pia Takar. Genevieve Vuchuan. Christoph Klappich. Tanish Patkar. Good job. Maya Laplace. Shanali Murthy. And not present today is Nitish Nagapan. Next, may I call Mrs. Nelson to the podium to read the next fifth grade certificate.
Vienna Award. And now I'd like to call up Mr. Bain for his class presentation.
My students, please stand. Please walk behind our audience, single file order, and line up to the right for your certificates. All right, Aritwik, Arun. Veda, Bantu. Luciano, Crum. Shreya, Ekladevi. Clay, Fitzgerald. Chandana, Mohilan. Nia, Naveen. Tony, Ni. Abba, Pranjape. Abigail, Rabender. Ava Rodriguez. Veronica Santana. Ryan Schneider. Idika Sharma. Sahil Takar. McGill VJ Alain. May I call Dr. Betts to the podium to confirm the certificates, followed by the special thanks and closing remarks.
Will students in Mrs. Paterno's, Mrs. Correa's, Mrs. Mulcahy's, Mrs. Nelson's, and Mr. Bames' class please rise and remain standing? It is my honor and pleasure to hereby confirm these Northvail 5th graders will be promoted to 6th grade. Congratulations. You may be seated. As I conclude with special thanks and closing remarks, may I ask our 5th graders to please stand and remain standing. Let's offer them one last round of applause for their hard work this year. In turn, fifth graders, may I ask you to offer a round of applause to your Northvail teachers, staff, and parents for all their support this year and throughout your years at Northvail. Fifth graders, you may be seated. Additionally, I would like to thank all our fifth grade families and students for their extraordinary efforts and flexibility this year. Families, thank you for partnering with us. Fifth graders, thank you for being resilient, thoughtful, and caring students. To our PTA and our outgoing PTA President, Mrs. Collins, and our fifth grade parent committee, thank you for your dedication and support to our students, families, and staff. We appreciate all you do. During the moving up ceremony, we traditionally show a fifth grade video. This year, we will be sharing it with you as a DVD enclosed in your gift bags. A special thank you to Mrs. Weiss for collecting pictures and the creation of the video and fifth grade yearbook. Fifth grade parents and students, you may applaud. Fifth grade parents and students, as you leave today, please remember to pick up your lawn signs, gifts from the Northvail PTA, Northvail art portraits, and your fifth grade certificates and awards that are enclosed in the gift bags. You will note there are several staged areas for taking photos as well. We will leave the photo areas up throughout the day, should you wish to return later for additional photos with family and friends. May I please remind you that our regular school dismissal will begin at 3:10 out front today. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon, and we will begin dismissal with Mrs. Paterno's class. Thank you.